Hey everyone, Cardlin here with the newest installment of Fridays with Cardlin, now with a very special Saturday edition. It is April 29th, 2017, and this is officially episode number 35. Alright, so here's how today is going to work. We're going to knock out a couple of quick announcements. We're going to answer some questions from y'all. I'm going to read some quotes from y'all. We're going to welcome the new patrons. Then we're going to do a little outro and be on with the rest of our day. So let's see, starting off with the questions. We've got a question here from Misa A. The question was, what was your favorite scene from the anime movie, Your Name? Oh, I remember it so vividly, but without giving too much away, the scene near the end where they write something on each other's hands. Now, if you've seen that, you may or may not be tearing up right now, but that scene was amazing. Now I've got a couple of questions from Mary H. Mary H asks, Cardlin, do you like to cook? If so, what is your favorite thing to cook? Or do you order out most of the time? What is your favorite order in or pick up? Okay, so do I like to cook? I do. I'm not very good at it, but I do like to cook. I make a pretty mean mashed potatoes when it comes to family parties. I like making some spaghettis. And there's also a Filipino dish called giniling I'm pretty good at. Do I order out most of the time? I don't order out most of the time, but I do order out occasionally. When I do, my favorite things to have delivered are like chicken wings or like poke bowls. Those are really good. Mary H has another question, which is, what does Mini Cardlin think of how successful his dad is and was able to quit his job to pursue his dream? Mini Cardlin, he's a teenager, right? And if it's not memes, if it's not video games, he's not too enthused about it. So when I told him about the whole YouTube thing, how I was able to quit and do it full time, he's just like, oh, cool. It's like Dave Grohl, for instance, has a quote where he's like, the thing that keeps me most humble is my daughter, because he'll go from being like a super rock star, and then his daughter will be like, I need a smoothie now. And he's like, okay, I'll go do it. So, there are times when Mini Cardlin he'll really dig deep and ask a lot of questions. And he'll sound pretty excited about his dad being a YouTuber. But when I told him, he's just like, okay, cool. Mary H also asks just two more questions. She asks, do you use a laptop or desktop? And what size screen do you use? So I mostly use a desktop, and I have two screens. One's 27, one's 29, 31. It's a little bit bigger, and it's also 4K, which is pretty awesome. And her final question is, how badly do you want me to quit asking questions right now? Never stop. I always like answering your questions. Got a question from Debbie Ray, who asks, I'm sorry if you've been asked this before, but since you bless us with reading our favorite lines and quotes, I'd like to hear one of your personal favorites. One of my personal favorite quotes. The one I like to live my life by, and the one that I like to think I won my girlfriend with somehow, was, fortune favors the bold. And that's that she's laughing right now. She's listening to me on Skype, she just laughed. But yeah, basically, you miss every shot you don't take. You lose every game you don't play. So you gotta just go out there. You gotta put yourself out there, and you gotta do it. Yeah, fortune favors the bold. Ellie Vixen has a question, which is, of the 9 Black Ops 3 specialists, which one would you play with, and what's a gun class that you like? So, I was recently playing Ghost Recon Wildlands with some friends, and I was usually rocking the shotgun because I like running up. I'm not much. I can snipe decently well, but I really like running up and just getting in their face, especially when I'm playing with a group where it's I can count on them to all want to snipe, and then they need somebody to rush in and go do all the hands-on stuff. Let me go look up the 9 specialists though, because I'm not really sure what the specialists are in Black Ops 3. I'm pretty sure I can tell just from the name, though, which one I like. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's... Oh boy. Oh geez, these have crazy names. Okay, so there's Ruin, there's Outrider, Prophet, Battery, Seraph, Nomad, jeez, Reaper, Did I miss one? Nope. Reaper, Spectre, Fire Break. Damn. And yeah, okay, so it sounds like, just off the bat, I can immediately think that Fire Break and Battery sound like my kind of playstyle. Or if I want to like do, because I like being melee, but I also like being a little tanky, you know. So like the Spectre sounds cool, you can sneak up and just shank people. But I don't like being like glass cannon, you know. I like being able to rush into the fight head on. So Battery or Fire Break, I think, probably. But if you have another suggestion, I'd be happy to hear it. Let's see, on to the next question. Got a question from Megan Dollface. Megan Dollface asks, what is one game that is from your childhood that you would play over and over without getting bored? A lot of games from my childhood are games that I'd probably get a little tired of now if I tried playing it over and over again, but one that I could probably never get tired of, Super Mario World. There's like just so much to do, right? To me, that was like the pinnacle of Super Mario back in the day, even better than Mario 64. It was just beautiful, it was vibrant, there was so much to do, so many secrets, and yeah, I love that game through and through. Ava Marie has a question, which is referring to the Cardlin and the Cardigan audio/video. Would you say the things you say in that video is true or relevant today, or was that something you made up? Given the fact that I don't really remember what I said then, I'd say it's still probably pretty relevant. To be honest, I'm still pretty scared of meeting anybody in real life. You know, I value my privacy, and it's something that I'm paranoid about. Even though I shouldn't be, like, the odds of somebody recognizing me by my voice is super slim, especially since I doctor my voice so much in Audacity. But yeah, it's certainly a constant level of maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but just being honest with y'all, as some of you may know, I do deal with like kind of like, it's undiagnosed, but it is a bit of like a form of social anxiety. Like I get really nervous around groups, so it's like this extra layer now of like whenever I'm around groups, especially of like people who I think might be a cardigan, like usually like young girls, I get like double extra nervous. Like I'm already nervous because I'm like a nerdy guy, right? And I get like double extra nervous now because I'm like, oh, what if they recognize me? You know, I gotta like change my voice around them, or I gotta not mention anything about the YouTube channel. Yeah, so yeah, I'd say I'm still pretty nervous, but knowing me, if ever I was like actually in the moment and like it did happen, I'd probably be able to flow with it pretty well. Like I don't think I'd like fall apart or anything. I might be inwardly screaming, but yeah, I think I'd do all right. Puffy has a question, which is, have you ever thought of getting a P.O. box? I'm guessing a P.O. box does cost some amounts of money, not sure, but it'd be cool if some people would want to give you some gifts and whatnot, or just letters or drawings, anything really. I do have a P.O. box, actually. I'm going to start adding it to my video descriptions, because why not? I'm not sure why I'm so secretive about it now, but I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. But I will go ahead and post it in the description of this video and all my videos moving here on out, in case you're interested. I've got a question here from Rihanna. Yep, that one. Any customer service horror stories? For example, I've been accused of beheading people and selling them into slavery. I work for a bank, says Rihanna. No, not the singer. Any customer service horror stories? Let's see. So I used to work for customer service for a video game company, and the horror story wasn't really like a funny one. It was like sad, you know, like they'd spent all their money on our game, kind of gambling away their money on like loot packs or chance packs and stuff, and now they needed the money back, but we couldn't, you know. So it's kind of like somebody being at a casino and begging for their money back because they gambled their life savings away, and we're like, yeah, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily a really happy story. I have a question from Giselle, which is, do you have to be in a certain pledge tier to submit a prompt or a script? Oh, definitely not. You can submit a prompt or a script or a script idea at any level. You don't even have to be a Patreon patron. You can just follow the link that's at the bottom of all my videos descriptions, and yeah, you can do it that way. She also asks, how can I send one to you if that's okay? If you have a script idea, there's a link at the bottom of all of my video descriptions. If you have a script, you can just email me directly at cardlinish@gmail.com. Anonymous has a question, which is, where do you see your life going in the future? Now, this is pretty cool. I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this the other day, and it's kind of like a retirement plan that I had, and one that I'm pretty excited about. It's kind of like a long-term dream, but being a nerd who's into D&D, there's this long-standing trope in D&D where there's a tavern people go, all the adventurers go to for quests, and usually the innkeep is a person who's like a retired adventurer himself or herself, and they have kind of done a number of adventures, and like now they kind of retired and own an inn. So I'd like to do something like that, where like I own a bit like something like a cafe or like a tavern, I guess. But what I'd want it to be is a place where, we have a copy of every board game. We have consoles set up. We have PCs land up. We have rooms you can rent so that you and your friends can go in there. You can rent out the room, and you can have like a little mini video game party or PC party, We have like little quiet areas, tables set up where people can play board games. And the whole time, I'm behind the bar, serving drinks, serving food, cooking up stuff. That'd be a really cool thing, to be kind of like the retired gaming adventurer, basically. And having a place where nerdy folk can come in and kind of just be themselves, like have like a lounge slash bar type spot for nerds, I think that'd be really awesome. Jesse Jess has a question, which is, would you do fantasy or fandom related ASMRs? Yeah, as long as I'm into it. I mean, I've already done some fantasy ASMRs. I've already done some fandom related ASMRs, if you count the, Twisted Disney scripts I've done. But yeah, I was thinking about doing some fandom related ones for things that I'm into, like I was thinking about doing some Overwatch ASMRs, which is to say Overwatch audio, it's not ASMRs, Overwatch audio roleplays, and or just other genres I'm into. I'd also do one that y'all are into, assuming that a lot of you are really, 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 really into it, and it's something that I could get behind as well, So if you have ideas, let me know. I have a question from Leslie, which is, what is one piece of advice you would give yourself if you could go back 10 years in time? 10 years in time, wow. I think about this a lot, and I'm so worried that if I didn't do everything the exact way I did, that I wouldn't be right where I am, with how the channel's going and with my girlfriend and everything. So in that sense, assuming that I wouldn't want to risk anything and I wouldn't want to lose the life I have now, I wouldn't change anything. Yeah. Morgan Audio, a friend of mine who may or may not be working with me on a collaboration, a sequel, if you will, to one of your favorite audios, asked a question, which is, who is your favorite character from Lord of the Rings and why? I have a lot of respect for Frodo, a lot of respect for Samwise. My favorite character, however, is Gimli, and I feel like the movies didn't do him justice. And what I say that is, in the movies he was a bit of comic relief, but they didn't really show how badass he was in combat. Dwarves are supposed to be crazy powerful, like being able to rip through bodies of enemies just because they're so strong. But if you watch Gimli go in Lord of the Rings, he kind of swings his axe at it sinks like an inch or two into the orc, and then the orc falls. I'd love to see the real power of dwarves shown well in a movie or cartoon or anything. It kind of happens in the Hobbit series, but it's more of a wuxia kind of way where it's not really powerful. It's just more fancy and fun to look at. I'd still like to see the power of dwarves shown in a movie sometime. That'd be awesome. Is that the last of that might be the last of the questions. Okay, so let's go on to quotes. So I have some quotes from some people. And the first is from the lovely Jemima. She says, "Don't let nobody take away your sparkle." Now I love that. The next one's from Debbie R, and this one's one of my favorite. It's from the final Calvin and Hobbes strip. And it's so, having read them my entire life growing up and having it end in such a beautiful way. I strongly suggest looking it up if you haven't already, but the quote is, "It's a magical world, Hobbs, old buddy. Let's go exploring." I love that. I've got 2 quotes from Megan Dollface. One is from Howl's Moving Castle, which I haven't seen. I know, I'm the worst. Wherein Hal says, "Sorry, I've had enough of running away. Now I've got something I want to protect. It's you." And the other one is from The Cat Returns, which I think is another Miyazaki film that I also haven't seen, said by somebody called The Baron. And it is, "Always believe in yourself. Do this, and no matter where you are, you will have nothing to fear." Michelle G has a quote for me, which is by Blaise Pascal, which is, "The heart has its reasons that reason cannot know." I like that one. It's really pretty. Ava Marie has a question for me, which is, a quote from me, which is, "Use what talents you possess. The woods will be very silent if no birds sang there except those that sang best." I love that. That is beautiful. That is great. Use what talents you possess. The woods will be very silent if no birds sang there except those that sang best. That reminds me of a thing that I'm always telling my artist friends. My artist friends are always slaving over the idea of being the first, of being the most creative, of being the newest, of being, like if an idea's been done, they don't want to do it. And to me, that's always like the biggest downfall to an artist, in any form, because you don't have to be the first to market. So many ideas have been done before. Everything's been done before, I think, in some form or iteration. It's just a matter of how you do it and putting your own spin on it. So yeah, thank you for that quote. I like that. I've also got a quote from Kyoko T, which is, "Chin up, dear heart. Don't let your crown fall." I like that. Poffy has a quote, which is, "Deep in their roots, all flowers keep the light." That's pretty. I like that a lot. Rihanna has a quote from Into the Woods, which is, "Hello, little girl." Rhonda has a quote, which is from, she posed it more as like a riddle. She's like, "What game is this from?" And it is a canonical game. It's a classic game, but it's one that I also never played. I didn't become a PC gamer until much later in life. But the quote is from the game Thief, and the quote is, "To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen." Mysterious. Do we have any other quotes? I believe that's the last one. Alright. Well, in that case, we're going to go ahead and move on to giving a big hello to all of our new Patreon patrons. So without further ado, let me get to the top of this list. I want to say hello and a big thank you to Giselle, to Aaliyah Cortez, to Abby, to Adalia O, to Adrian, to AJW, to Akila R, to Aaliyah Chen, to Alicia J, Alex M, Alex B, Alex again, Alexa S, Alexa Jade, Indigo, Alexandra B, Alexandria M, Aaliyah L, Kyoko T, Allison, Allura S, Alice, Amanda, Amanda E, Amanda, this name's nice, Amarissa P, Amber Lynn, Amber, another Amber, Alicia, Anna, Angela S, Angie M, Angie N, Angie L, and Angita, Ang JB, Ann Alicia, Annie R, Anson H, Aria C, Aria, Ashima, Angel, Ashley Bonnet, Ashley P, Ashley B, Ashton, Augusta K, Honesty J, Avery P, Azazel maybe, Rebecca H, Bella, Ben D, Benedicta S, Bethany, Bethy, Bittersip, Bloomy, Tiffany Columbus, Bree the V, Brett S, Brenna, Brianna, Bridget D, Bridget, Brinley A, Brittany, Brittany Cox, Shadows Acolyte, Brittany, Brittany H, Brooklyn R, Brinna D, Byrie B, Caitlin P, Icy, Carly R, Anna, Cassie, Kat, Katrina W, Cecily, Cecily, Che, Chaotic G, Charlotte C, Jedi, Chels H, Chelsea, Chelsea M, Cherie, Chimwala, Chinmai C, Christy G, Christian T, Clara, Citycat, Claire S, Artemis Darkfelt, Courtney G, Courtney T, Courtney J, Cyber Roses, Daisy, Danny, Danielle E, Danielle Lish, Danielle R, Dazai Uni, Deanna B, DM, Daedra, Chloe Downs, Desiree D, Destiny H, Destiny, Dolores, Draupudi, Eleanor G, Elise P, Elatol, Aaron S, Aaron, Alice, Fanny P, Jem T, Giancarlo D, Usagi, Gwen P, Gwen, Hannah N, Helen E, The Haunted Mushroom, Henrietta, Ifayani, W, Infectious Venom, Izzy, James H, Janica, J, Jail, Jzel, Jenny L, Jenny G, Jennifer R, Jennifer B, Jenisms, Jenny, Jerusha W, Jessica P, Jessica S, Jessica K, another Jessica S, Jonathan I, Jordan, Jordan B, Julia, Julia, KD, Kai, Kaimi, Kai, Chimera P, Karuna, Kat C, Kate, another Kate, Caitlin F, Caitlin G, Katarina, Kathleen, Katrina O, Kaylee N, Kaylee, Keandre, Kika, Keely R, Keezy H, Kelly, Kiara R, Kibbles and Bits, Kiara M, Kusuko, Larissa G, Laura W, Liana C, Liz, Luciana F, Luz, Madison N, Magical L, Marcus, Mariana L, Marina W, Marion M, Marion H, Mazzy Goshanar, MBL, Meggie, May, Melon, Micah J, Michelle G, Miko Tomato, Monica, Monokuma, Myra G, Nachofication, Nadira B, Natalie, Nataline B, Nick T, Nicole A, Nicole, Nicole S, Nicole Jane, Nikki, Noreen F, Nora K, Nora B, Norma, Corina, Olivia, Ollie B, Otaku Loner, Pam T, Paulina R, Pauline, Fee, Pretty Bookworm, Paisley Summer, Kadra M, Queen N, Quinn R, Rachel H, Ralph Louis Gucci, Random Acorn, Renee, Rowan, Rain A, Rianne, Rebel, Renee, Rihanna, Rhiannon, Renaud, Rob, Robin, Rosalinda A, Rosie, Roxana V, Soapy, Sabrina E, Sai S, Sakura Cat, Sally, Salsa N, Sam, Samantha, another Samantha, Samara J, Sammy B, Sammy Cat, Sarah, Sarah AJ, Sarbear, Sarah, Scarlet C, Selena Michael, Selena Michelle, Senpai, Sequoia, Sarah, Serena, Serenity, Savannah Joy, SF, Shannon K, Shay, Shigo Akizuki, Simone L, Mona, Sincere D, Siren, Sky.Scraper, Sky, Skylar Megan, Snowy U, Sophia C, Sona A, Sonali P, Sophia, Sophie, Spencer B, Stacy N, Starlight, Stop Kitchen, Stephen D, Summer, Surreal, Sweet and Savage, Sydney B, Sylvia B, Tammy L, Tanya K, Tashali, Taya H, Taylor S, Taylor Jane, Taylor J, Tempest A, Tenley, Thea, Flamey-chan, Tiana, Tierney, Tiffany B, Takai again, Tony Johnson, Tris, Trisha, Turtle B, Tyker, Tyler C, Ursula, Val A, Valentina O, Vita L, Velo, Viola J, Vi, Wandering Soot, Wendy D, Whitney W, XX Noblesse XX, Yasmin A, Yasmin, Yeah I Love Juju, Yipu W, Zaisha, Zareta Sion Tali 01, and Zombie Hyena. So big thank you to all of you. Whew, I can't believe we made it through that. That was 347 names. Thank you all very much for all your support. Thank you to all of my existing patrons for being there and supporting me all throughout this time and carrying me through to where we are now. I don't know where I'd be without any of y'all. I wouldn't be pursuing my dream. I wouldn't be living this awesome truth that I am living. And, just, the hugest of thanks to all of you. I'll go ahead and do the announcements in another video, one right after this, but, for now, let's leave this video to be just about y'all, just about my lovely patrons, and, thank you all so much. I believe that about brings us to an end, so, as a YouTuber, I guess I should start saying these kinds of things, which is to say, like my video if you like it, and, why don't you tell your friends, why not? I think that about brings us to an end, so, yeah. Cheers.